They go into battle without a weapon, and here to share the story of one combat chaplain, executive producer of Fighting Spirit, Father Tom Gibbons is here. Father, good morning, and thank you for your time today.
Oh, good morning. Thanks for having me.
A combat chaplain, what is it you do exactly?
Well, I am not a combat chaplain myself. I'm a Catholic priest. I'm vice president of Paul's Productions, and we recently made a film about combat chaplains called Fighting Spirit. What they do is they are the chaplains, especially the combat chaplains who are stationed with the unit, who go into battle to support the guys, to provide spiritual care, and they go in without a weapon because they themselves are non-combatants.
There is this very special father that you wanted to highlight in this movie. Tell me a little bit. Is it Father Capon?
Well, Father Emil Capon, and there's some controversy around it. Some people say Capon, some people say Capon. He was a chaplain in the North Korean War, and he was captured along with many members of his unit, and he died in a North Korean prisoner of war camp. But he spent all this time serving the soldiers to the point where, like, the soldiers really credited him with inspiring them to kind of keep on living. And so now he's actually up for sainthood. But for the longest time, they had never found his remains because he died in the war camp. So now, a couple of years ago, they were able to identify his remains, and we brought him back to Wichita, Kansas. And our film follows the journey of another combat chaplain who served in Afghanistan named Justin Roberts. And it's kind of like we follow along Justin as he kind of heals with his own wounds and his own PTSD to go visit and honor Father Capon, and what a healing experience that was for him.
Why his story? What was about his story that intrigued you, that you wanted others to know about him?
Well, we wanted to know about him, but we also wanted to know about all these combat chaplains. He's like a really great window to these people. You know, I've been a parish priest in my life, and I think of, like, my most harrowing experience is when someone forgets to bring the donuts after Sunday Mass. You know, where it's like, these are people who are going, you know, they are full soldiers in terms of going through all the basic training and serving with the guys. And if you're a Catholic priest, you're serving everybody in your unit. If you're a rabbi, you're serving everyone in your unit. So the amount of dedication they really have to the men and women who serve us in providing their spiritual needs, whatever they are, is really tremendous.
Chris Pratt had a role in this film.
Yeah, no, Chris, we were so grateful that Chris Pratt saw kind of what we were doing and really wanted to sign up, and has really helped shine a light on this. So we're telling a story about real life superheroes, so it's really great that we got a Guardian of the Galaxy to kind of sign up.
What do you want people to walk away with? Because we're going to tell everybody in just a moment.
Sure.
You'll be able to watch this if that's what you would like to do. But when they are done with this film, what do you want them to walk away with?
You know, I think I think there's a couple of things. One is just to be inspired by the people who sacrifice themselves, and hopefully inspire in us. I know it's inspiring me just to kind of look out for the other a little bit more. But also, I think you know, as you may have known, we had a big election recently. You know, people are still talking about elections tend to be very divisive experiences, and I think this is a really great opportunity for people to kind of come together and celebrate what's best about people of faith, what's best about us as Americans, and really kind of get back to a sense of unity, you know. And I think this is something that can really help bring us together.
So tell us, if there are people who are watching right now and they feel inspired, they're intrigued, and they say, I want to watch this.
Yes.
You do have some special screenings that are happening?
Yes, it's being shown in several theaters in the San Diego area, one of which is the Angelica at Carmel Mountain. And today at 4:30 and 7 p.m., I'm going to be doing a special Q&A, and tickets are $5. You know, so we really want everyone to come out, and it's a great way to celebrate Veterans Day.
Well, we appreciate you coming, and we'll get all the ticket information. So if somebody wants to come out and buy a ticket, go to foxeyesandiego.com and click the Scene On tab. Father Tom Gibbons, we appreciate your time. So lovely to meet you.
Great, lovely to meet you too. Thanks so much.
All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.